As we were driving through California, we received these prophetic words. Tell California, it's time to cross over. I've brought this state to a place. I've accomplished some things by my spirit. The potential is there for them. Tell them, it's time to cross over. Genesis 14:13 is the first time Abraham was called a Hebrew. The root word is abar, meaning to cross over, into, pass over, through Egypt, over Israel, moving from one place to another. It is also the Hebrew word for penetrate, and the Old Testament word for impregnating. Abraham was called a Hebrew because he was willing to move out of a place of comfort and cross over to something new. One definition is one from the other side. Hebrews cross over into the new, embodying a pioneer spirit, ready to go when God says, go. In Joshua 3:5, abar means, you haven't been this way before. Every generation must have its crossing over. You must choose. Are we going to cross over? We must get this Hebrew anointing on us in California. To Joshua, it's your turn to take them over. To California, it's your turn now to take this state across. This is my hour to fix a fracture in San Diego. The fracture must be addressed now, or else the enemy will come in through this crack. San Diego must cross over. I'm going to move with an unprecedented move of healing in San Francisco. This move of healing in San Francisco will defy the religious spirits and focus in this land. The body is cursing the people of this city and keeping them from coming into freedom. Therefore, this is my hour to cross San Francisco over. Cross into miraculous deliverance, miracles, salvation. You need to cross out of the religious spirit. You're going to break into freedom. I would say to you, there's an anointing for Northern California moving towards Sacramento. Sacramento, I am ready to roll into your city. You will be known as a city of worship. Cross over, Sacramento. I'm going to bring a reformation into the Catholic people of California. The Catholic people will fall under my power, and the spell that has been on the Catholics of California will begin to break. A reformation of government change will invade the Catholic Church of California, shaking this nation and even affecting the world. I say to the Catholics of California, cross over. And I would say to San Jose, you will be a city like a magnet. I will treat you like a magnet school, for many will streamline their ideas together, and think tanks will begin to come into this city. Many will lay down their agendas and innovations, new and fresh, that will change the course of travel and history. I say to you, become a refuge for the thinkers of this land, and allow me to invade their minds. I say to San Jose, cross over. And I would say, I'm ready to cross over the youth in California. I say, cross over into the Black community and call forth and unlock the captives there, so the youth in the Black community of California can affect the way that the police departments of this land are being operated. I say, cross over Black community of LA. I say, youth, move across. And I would say to you, I am dropping an evangelistic mantle on the Hispanic community of this state. I say, the Hispanic community will rise up with great boldness and strength, and that passion will be liberated. They will unlock many captives and draw them into my kingdom. I say to the Hispanic community, cross over. I say to the groin of California, there will be a fracture and it will create a shaking. Though you tear this year, you will rise up with new strength in the future. California, cross over. And I would say to California, war is in your midst. It will be known that war is in California. But I say to you, though this state has been passive toward my purposes in the past, it will be known that God's warriors have arisen in California. Cross over. When we cross over to the Lord and He crosses to us. The same word is used there that was used of Moses when the Lord came to him, or passed to him, or crossed over to him and began to speak. If you'll cross over California, He's going to cross over to you, and He's going to begin to put a seed in you that will impregnate you with life. He's going to give you everything you've been crying out for the next generation. He's going to awaken something. There's a generation there that's so ready, ripe for the seed of life. They are just waiting for something to come and ignite the flame. And it is going to be the word of the Lord that is released. And all of a sudden, we are going to see a double portion mantle of God come to another generation. We are pregnant with it now. Maybe that's why this word is here in California. Maybe it has something to do with the call. Maybe it has something to do with what God has been doing among others in this state. Maybe we are close. Maybe we are pregnant with an anointing to do something with the next generation that is going to totally dethrone and throw her off the wall. The spirits and principalities, the spirit of death, the spirit of Molech, the love of mammon, and worship of idols. Maybe we're about to see a generation empowered with the double portion anointing of Elisha, with a Jehu mantle that will say, "Come ride with me in my chariot, and I will show you the zeal of the Lord. He's coming to us with his seed." The last 3 years, California has been hanging in the balance. Tell them, this year, I am giving them a reprieve, a window to pour out superabundant grace on them. This is a year of fertilizing and plowing up every hard piece of land. This is an excerpt from the book, Releasing the Prophetic Destiny of a Nation, by Dutch Sheets, Chuck Pierce, and Tim Sheets.